celebrated, most people think it's my name day because it's Lazar of Kosovo. Actually, my Slava day is in November. It's Svetlimi. But I celebrate today also. But it's interesting to me that Vidovdan, the day of the defeat of the Serbian people in Kosovo, they accept as their national holiday, because Kosovo is the Serbian identification with Golgotha. Somehow we see that great day of defeat as a day of victory also, because when the Turks conquered Serbia, there was no place to go but to flee into the bosom of the church. And the Serbs turned to the Orthodox Church to preserve their identity, to preserve their character, to preserve everything that was holy and dear to the Serbian soul. Gave us our great martyr, Tsar Lazar of Kosovo. I visited the mosque, the relics of Tsar Lazar, when they were taken back to his monastery in Rovanica. And truly the right hand of the saint had opened up and a stream of myrrh, holy fragrant myrrh, was pouring out of his hand constantly. Tsar Lazar was also so much interested in the spiritual life of the Serbian people. When he was calling everybody to defend against the invasion of the Ottomans, he said, if they would only take away our land, it wouldn't be so serious. But they'll take away our faith and our souls. And that's what we have to fight for. Tsar Lazar brought the Hesychast monks from Greece to Serbia, a place up above Rovanica called the Sisojevac. There's a valley with caves. No small monastery, but a valley with caves in it. He thought, perfect place for Hesychastic monks. He was very much interested in that. He and Tsarica Milica lived in a tower on the site of Rovanica Monastery with their own chapel, but they were always in the divine services and always saying their prayers. In a way, the defeat of Kosovo was a consecration of the Serbian land, because it was a consecration in blood, which left, again, no place to go but into the church itself. So that the church and the lives of the Serbian people became so intermingled, so one together. And I think there's some story like that in every Orthodox Christian country. But when we celebrate Feast of Vidovdan, Feast of Memory of Tsar Lazar, we see it. Somehow it's bringing us closer to understanding Golgotha, to understanding what it's like to be powerless and helpless except for the grace of God, except for the courage and what God instills in us. So that's on this day. So that with all the saints, and today, this week, we also glorify the martyrs of Kosovo, especially Tsar Lazar. And the gift that the Church has given us to sustain us in the darkest periods of our histories. We had the same in Vlachia and Moldova, in the time of Chelmari and of Stephen the Brave. And every epoch in the history of Orthodox Christian nations has showed a crucifixion and resurrection of the nation, a crucifixion and resurrection of the people, a crucifixion and resurrection of the Orthodox Church, which always rises again gloriously from the ashes of whatever has befallen our state, our nations, whatever has befallen us as individuals and as people. So today we celebrate all the saints, so many of whom we will never know their names, so many martyrs, so many confessors, so many holy people who lived simple, quiet lives, peaceful lives, and whose names are not written except in that glorious book in the heavenly kingdom. So today thank you all for that you braved the weather to come here today for this day. I wish we could have had a picnic for Vidovdan, although it's strictly posted a strict fast period day, but of course we Serbs never really keep that. We always barbecue lambs and goats and pigs along the feast. But it's a day I remember from my youth how we used to celebrate with big gathering together. We had lots of food and lots of prayers, hymns, and lots of fun and fellowship also. I miss sometimes those days. I wish we could imitate them again, this and EPILOGUE, the day of Prophet. But anyway, thank you all for your boldness in the face of this weather and coming here to join us today and make our lives more full, our church more full, and at least fellowship with each other in this short time. God bless you all. Thank you.